everybody, this is Angelina from Divine Hustles. We're here to introduce and interview Saucy. Would you like to introduce your product and your name?
Hi, I'm Chef Kelvin Bellamy with Saucy. So thank you guys for interviewing me and having me talk about the product.
Of course, thank you for accepting.
Right here we have 3 of our 8 different sauces. And then we have our Caribbean jerk, our barbecue, and our Asian. So the sauce line there's something for everybody. Again, depending on your spice level, if you like traditional, there's 8 different flavors. So you can go through the whole rainbow, and there's sauces and marinades. So you have, you can marinate your meats, or you can use it for vegetables. So it's something for everybody. And again, it's for not just meats, it's for vegetables, fish, everything that you can think of.
It's very diverse, so it reaches out to everybody out there. And it's not only for meat, like you said, it's for vegetables as well. So what made you think about doing this? Were you a chef previously, or this just developed as you created the sauces?
No, so I've been in the food business for about 25 years now. And the sauces and I have a catering company. So the catering company has been out for the last 11 years. And through that whole process, it has become not only the catering company, but when I do events, people always ask like, oh, do you have any extra sauce, or do you have this? So about a year ago, instead of helping everybody else with their events and businesses, I decided to bottle something that I already had in the can to create a legacy that'll be here way after me. And again, a viable product that is something that'll last
For a while.
Yeah, outlast me. Yes.
What made you want to do sauce, particularly? Because you said you were a chef, so you're dealing with culinary, much more diverse range of food. So
Yes.
why more like something that gives more flavor?
Everything that we eat that you remember is based around a sauce. So chicken is chicken, pork is pork, beef is beef. It's always done in some type of sauce or marinade that makes the flavor stand out more than anything else. So kind of the sauce line, it kind of was a no-brainer because we cook, and I cook with the different sauces and things and marinades on a regular basis. So why not take the flavors that I love and enjoy to give to the masses? And it's been a very good process. It's been fun, and getting the feedback from everybody of what they like, what they, I haven't had any not likes or like they didn't like something. So there's a favorite that everybody kind of hones in on. So yeah.
And how long did it take you to perfect the flavor of the sauces? Because you have so many flavors and they're all different. So how long did it take you?
It's been a work in progress for, again, like the last 10 years of doing like the catering and different events and things like that, of creating flavors and sauces. And it just made it stick with the last kind of 5 years of just really saying, okay, this is the sauces that I'm going to use. And it started out with the barbecue and the jerk as the flagship sauces, because those are ones that I use the most. And then just going through that process of what other flavors I like, I added the traditional like lemon pepper, teriyaki, and then we have the Asian as well. So those are kind of newer to what I've already been doing.
So about estimated 10 years. Wow, so you see how much hard work goes into making these sauces and how much time goes into it. So you guys should really try it. What's your most popular flavor?
I think these are the 3 most popular. So we have the Caribbean jerk, which is kind of the flagship and original sauce that was kind of started, and then the barbecue. And then like the Asian has become everyone's new favorite. So these are kind of the 3 flagship sauces that kind of everybody likes and constantly look for.
So we spoke about time. It takes time for perfection. So
Yes.
You said you've been doing this for years now. When did you feel like your worst? Like you wanted to give up and this product didn't happen?
I think it's been a process over the last probably 5 years or so of just doing it. And again, when you do events and people are asking, can they buy it and where if they can take what's left over. But then to know at an event someone likes something, and then to try to put your heart and soul into something, and then like, what if people don't like it, and what if it's not, receptive of how I feel about it, or how like your friends and immediate family feel about it. That was the hardest part of, is it ready, or am I ready for the success? Because a lot of times, like, we don't do something because we're afraid of if it works versus if we fail. So it was more like, okay, if it blows up, what am I going to do? Like, how am I going to be able to take it to the next level? So I was more so afraid of the success versus afraid of the failure.
Wow, that's something, that's very different. You don't hear that very much. Usually people don't ever start, and that's all that you have to do is just start, go out there and do it. But your fear is success. That's not odd, that's just very different. I enjoy that.
Yeah, because people do think like, I'm afraid to start it, or I'm afraid to fail, but the failure is in not starting versus actually starting. Because once you do start, and it is something that people want, what's the next step? Where do I go? And that was the biggest thing as far as, okay, it is a brand, like I know like people like it, but now that it's bottled, like if I get big orders, am I going to be able to fulfill them? If how does that play into it? So yeah, it was, if it takes off, where do I go? How do I do it? Was the initial start.
Wise words from a true hustler. This is $1 million question. You said you've been doing this for years. Again, what was the first thing you ever hustled at? The first thing you've ever sold? Because this is a business now that you're selling. Selling is your job. Selling products is your job. So what was the first thing you ever hustled?
The first thing I ever hustled was probably food. Outside of because this is not my only business. This is just one of my businesses. So even before I wanted to be a chef and things like that, it was probably food. And then outside of that, it would be probably clothing. So I have a clothing line.
Oh, would you like to share a little bit more about that? And me personally, I absolutely love fashion and art. So that's very good. Share a little bit more about that, just a little bit, because the main thing here is your sauce, which is being very successful and very delicious. But share a little bit more of your background.
So background, like I went to school for culinary arts and business management. Within that, it became like doing. I'm very creative and very creative with my hands. So the businesses and the things that have been going on is like the food, the clothing, and then like photography and videography. So that's kind of like my background and how I got started in being creative. So in that, all of the gifts that I've been given, it's using those to be able to make the next one work. So each hustle creates another hustle. So the food started the passion for like the photography and video work. The video work then turned into like having a style and people wanting to know where I got things, turned into the clothing line. And each one of those opportunities and things starts and allows me to take care of one at this individual time. So there's a season that happens. The video is busy, and then that slows down. The clothing may be busy, and then that slows down. The food is something that will always be there, but even that has its peaks.
Balances out.
The sauces are always year-round. So no matter how busy I am with other things, this is a business that will live and continue to make a way when the other things are slow. And that's kind of why this is the most important one, because this lives way past me. And it gives a generation for something to look forward to.
Yes, that's spectacular. I would like to try this to share what the flavor's like with the viewers.
So this is our Asian, which is like a sweet chili and like orange juice flavor.
I I previously tried this earlier, and the second time it's even better. It has like a balance between sweet and a little bit of spicy. It has that kick. It's tangy. It's really delicious, and I personally love that. And if you guys are somebody who really love that, you should try that too. And then right here we have barbecue.
And then we have the barbecue, which is one of the flagship.
Yes, they got barbecue sauce.
Try that.
And then that's like your sweet, savory. Some people like a sweet barbecue sauce. Some people like, I want something more savory. So that gives you the balance of both of them to where it's sweet enough, but not too sweet, but also flavor.
Yeah, I can taste that. It really does really balance out.
And then this one is the Caribbean jerk, which is more of a sweet spicy. So you have more of a heat on this one than you do like a traditional. And it comes in a little later.
Yeah, as you were talking, I was chewing. I was like, oh my god, like it surprised me, but it's really good. Usually I don't really like spicy food, but if you're somebody that doesn't enjoy spicy food, but you still don't want a bland type of flavor, you should try something that gives it a kick. This is perfect for non-spicy. So we're here with Sauce Me. We interviewed him. He shared words of wisdom, creativity, passion, determination. He's here with his sauce. Thank you so much for interviewing us.
Thank you for the time.
Of course. You could catch him at your social media platforms.
So you can catch us at Sauce Me KB for all of the sauces, and then also at Chef K Bellamy, and we do all kind of different things. You learn how to use the sauces. So at Chef K Bellamy and at Sauce Me on Instagram and Facebook, same thing. So hopefully you guys tune in to Divine Hustle. Thank you guys for taking the time. I appreciate it. Much success to your hustle.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You heard it here, folks. Have a nice day. Take the words of wisdom to heart. Have a nice day. Keep hustling.